Nerd Reactor, roll out.
What's up, Reactorize? I'm John.
I'm Bob.
And we just got out of the screening of Logan. This one is, it's kind of very loosely based on Old Man Logan. He's older, his mutant powers are degenerating, fading, and we have one X-Men character that we recognize, Professor X. He's older, he's going kind of crazy, senile, and all that. So how's the movie?
I loved it. I'm a big Wolverine fan. It was the Wolverine that I think we've all deserved. It's the Logan, the rated R rating that we wanted forever. And it was really good.
Oh yeah, and I think we have to thank Deadpool for giving Fox the balls to release another R-rated X-Men Universe film.
And to make X-23 exactly how you'd expect her to be if you've read, any of the old comics or even the all-new Wolverine with her, or even in the animated X-Men show that she was on. She was fantastic.
What would be the one word to describe her?
Intense.
Intense?
Yeah, intense.
For me, it would be savage.
Yeah.
Savage.
Yeah.
And she is... It reminds me of kind of like if you've seen Kick-Ass with Hit Girl and how crazy and hardcore she can be. Like a little girl kicking ass, slicing and dicing in an R-rated movie. This is pretty similar to that.
Yeah, absolutely.
And there is a lot of just violence, blood, guts, gore, beheadings. Oh my god,
yeah.
This is the R-rated done right.
The opening sequence, once you see it, really sets up the tone of the film.
Yeah, it does.
And it's so crazy how Hugh Jackman played Logan, but he played a very different version of Logan than from the first X-Men. I mean, it's literally like a roller coaster. Like, he starts out in a bad place in the first X-Men film from like 99 or whatever it was, and then works his way to a better place. So he's a teacher at the institute, and then just the downfall, and it feels like he never left the character.
Yeah.
But it feels like he's been acting as the character for 20 years because he has developed the character so much into what it was in this film.
And what I really liked about this version of Logan in the movie, he's very vulnerable, and there is a sense of danger. Like, he can get hurt.
Yeah.
And that's what I liked about it. Like,
he feels pain.
It's cool that he has this power, but come on. You never have that feeling like he's going to die. Not even in the Wolverine where he temporarily loses his power. Like, he's going to get it back. But here, it's just really just messed up. And then let's talk about Professor X.
Professor X was the old cussing grandpa that you always picture, and he was pretty awesome.
Yeah, he was just seeing him and
different.
Just seeing him and Wolverine again is cool, but an older version, and he is just cursing up a storm, dropping F-bombs.
Yeah.
And then we also have Caliban.
Yeah, he was okay. It's
okay for you?
I thought he could have been more funny.
For me, not more funny, but just maybe a bit. It's just a more meatier role, because here he just kind of helps out, and that's just pretty much
kind of there.
Yeah, he does do some kind of things, but it's just
they never really explain. I mean, they say what his powers are for briefly, but it's like he's kind of pointless, at least in my opinion.
Yeah, he's pointless for some characters, but pretty useful for others.
Yeah. What about any complaints you had about the film?
My complaints about the film.
There was one week.
There's one nitpick that I have, but if I were to mention it here, it would be a spoiler.
Let's just say they could have done some cleanup on some of the CGI. In the beginning part of the film, but I'll just
mention one word: fence. That's it.
Fence. Yeah.
Yeah, but other than that, the movie is just great. It's you get to see Logan, and then he gets to be back with Professor X, and of course X-23. They're on a journey together. They're Wolverine's helping her out, escaping whatever it is that she's trying to run away from. And it's just a great, very much inspired by Westerns. Just that tale of just going from town to town, or from area to area.
Kind of John Wayne finding out you had this kid or grandkid you didn't know about, and
Yeah.
yeah.
And I think with this, James Mangold, he's done 310 to Yuma, so this is like right up his alley. And I think it's just a great project for him to work on.
I think you're really going to enjoy it. I don't think anybody in the theater that we were in said anything negative about it. Everybody seemed to love it. I mean, it got, people clapped at the end.
Yeah.
It's if you think about the scene from the last X-Men film, Apocalypse, where Logan had that cameo, and that was hands down the best part of the film, even though it was 90 seconds. This is a 2 hour and 15-minute version of that scene.
Oh yeah, this is a pretty long movie for a an X-Men film, because usually they're
about 2 hours.
But here is just one character to have a long screen time just because of the journey that they have. So they really have to have all that.
Yeah. But again, I can't say enough about Hugh Jackman's acting, and X-23 as well. A little surprise, you'll find out about her. But I highly recommend seeing the film.
Yeah, I also recommend this. And, once the movie comes out, let us know what you thought of the film. With that said, I'm John.
I'm Bob.
And we'll see you guys next time.
Bye, everyone.